Hello, welcome back to my channel, A Blessed Budget. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to budget with me and support me during this financial journey as I navigate through how to make my money stretch through the month. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video, you will consider subscribing.
Vibes on vibes, I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. No fit kill, them no fit kill, them no fit kill my eyes are set, full of the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies try. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. But there is no sacrifices.
Okay, so here we are. We are in the new budget by Paycheck by the Budget Mom, and I did put this together. I did not make a video for this because I wanted to just start in the new year with this book, and I want to explain to you guys about the book while I'm using it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I did purchase these metal rings from Happy Planner, and I did purchase this. This is a clear plastic cover. I really don't like it because, as you can see, it's easy to come apart. So it's like flimsy, so I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go buy me another Happy Planner and use it for its cover, or buy a Happy Planner cover. And I did pick the floral theme. I didn't really like the other one, the oil slick one. So we're gonna go ahead and go over the pages of the book, and we're gonna go ahead and set up for week 1. So the first page is "This workbook belongs to me," and then I just wrote the year of this book. You guys will never find this book because I don't really take it with me nowhere unless I'm going out of town with it, and even then I'll like leave it where I'm staying out, travel with it. I did go ahead and highlight some things that were important to me, some things for me to remember, and that is the order in which the budget by Paycheck method goes. These are just the instructions on how to get started with this planner, as you all know, whoever has it. Okay, so my printer is single-sided only, so only print is single side. So that's why it looks like this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with my financial plan, my goals worksheet. So I do have some goals I would like to go over with you guys for the new year in 2024. So I am graduating in May, and I want $300 in my graduation sinking fund, which is my education sinking fund. I am scheduled to have a mommy makeover, but it will not affect my budget because I'm not using my money to pay for that. Well, I am using my money, but it's a different type of money I'm going to use for that surgery. So, we have the Equinox. I want the Equinox paid off. I want the Ford below $4,000 by December. I do want to find a job in healthcare at the end of my internship. I am doing my internship at Kaiser. And I do want to start working in healthcare by October 2024. So that's all my short-term goals I want to achieve within 1 year of 2024. So the next one is my medium-term goal. I did write in what I wanted to do just to keep me reminded of what I want to do within the next 5 years. So within the next 5 years, I would like to find a location for land in my home. I am interested in building a modular home. and I'm interested in buying me some land to get that house put on. I do have to find me a modular real estate agent. I do have to find land with utilities on it and a lot of other things that go on with trying to find a home and build a home. I'm estimating that to be 1,500, and that's the target date of 2026 of June. So it's like 2 years from now. And I do want to save a down payment and closing costs for the house, and I'm estimating that to be about $20,000. And I want that $20,000 by February of 2026. So I need to find land and location. I need to find location for the land and home. And then while I'm doing that, I am going to be saving for a down payment. When I start working in healthcare, that's when I will start saving for a down payment and everything else that we need to do. Okay, so this is the financial plans that I have this year and within the next 5 years. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This memberships and subscriptions, I do have a couple of memberships and subscriptions I would like to go over. So we do have the Equinox tags. That is it's not a membership or a subscription. It's a yearly bill. So that is due in February, around the middle of the month, but I have it due in February, the beginning of the month. And that is car maintenance. I'll be pulling car maintenance from car maintenance to pay the tags for the Equinox. We do have insurance renewal for our car, and that is due in February as well. And we're just going to cash flow that. Whatever little extra cost, we're going to cash flow it. And in August, we have the Ford tags due, and I'm going to pull from car maintenance. And these are the costs that I paid for 2023, and these are going to be the costs that I paid for 24. So as you all know, in 23, I paid $261, but this year I already got the DMV sent it to you 3 months in advance. So it's around $240 that I have to pay. So I just like to keep a what do you call that? I like to keep a look at how much is changing per year when I'm paying these yearly bills. So in August, we have our Ring alarm system due, and we're going to go ahead and cash flow that fund, and that's going to be like $150 for the whole year. I do need to go ahead and get my system up and running. My alarm is on the house, but as far as cameras go, I have to put my cameras back up. In August, we have our Sam's Club renewal, and we're going to cash flow that $30. In August, we also have our car insurance renewal. So every 6 months, we renew our car insurance, and we're going to cash flow that as well. In October, we have our AAA roadside assistance, and I'm going to pull from the car maintenance. And when I'm pulling from car maintenance, I'm going half. Well, actually, I'm going half on all these bills. So, I'm not pulling the whole thing, only half. So, in November, we have our renter's insurance renewal, and we're going to cash flow that. And we're going to go budget around like $45 for that. And then in December of 24, we have our Buick tags due. And I am going to pull my half out from my car maintenance sinking fund. And like I said, as we go along throughout the year, I'm going to write in the actual cost of all of these yearly subscriptions so I can go based off this number instead of, another number. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we have our yearly savings, goals, and events. So I want to go ahead and discuss this page with you and let you guys know what's going on. Okay, so for emergency, this is all the minimum payments I would like to pay within these goals and events that I have planned. So, I'm not really too much worried about a yearly goal. I'm really worried about a monthly amount. So this is the minimum I would like to pay within each goal. So goal number 1 is always going to be my emergency fund. And I plan to put $20 towards that every month. Goal number 2 is car maintenance. I have to keep the cars going. And that is $5 a month. My car insurance deductible, once we get to 2,500, I will stop contributing to this sinking fund, this goal, and that is $5 a month. Education, this will be disappearing after I graduate, and I want to go ahead and put $5 in there as well. That's like $1 a week. Christmas, I would like to put $5 in there as well each month, and gifts and holidays, I would like to put a minimum of $5 in there as well. And like I said, these are all minimum amounts. Of course, I would like to pay in more, but if I can't, I will be sticking to the minimum amounts. And I don't have a due date for none of these because, well, I do. This is actually in May. And of course, Christmas is going to be due in November. This one don't have it. This is an ongoing. This is really ongoing until we get there. And then this is ongoing and emergency is ongoing. Okay, so we are looking at the yearly savings tracker for 2024, and I do have the names of each savings that I'm saving for. This year we only have 6 goals. I didn't want to do 8 because I don't have that much money to do 8. I barely have enough money to do these. So as you can see, we do have our January beginning balances here already. So this is emergency. We have a beginning balance of $1,186.25. For car maintenance, we have a beginning balance of $827.52. For our car insurance deductible, we have $1,226.25. And I did have to pull from this when I had to get my car fixed, so this came in handy. The education, we have a beginning balance of $308.56. And I would like to add $300 more to this fund so I can have $600 to be able to get what I need for my graduation. Christmas, we're beginning with 0, and gifts and holidays, we will be beginning with 0 as well. And these are all the goals and savings I would like to concentrate on. I know education is coming off real soon, so we're going to be going down to 5. So these are the beginning balances of each one of our savings. Okay, so we are looking at the sinking funds savings visual. So as you can see at the bottom, I do have the name of each sinking fund that I would like to save for. And I have the months here on the side of each block. So how I do this page, I don't go for a specific amount because I'm not for sure how much that amount would be. I just go based off what month was I able to save. So if I was able to save for emergency in January, I would color that block. But if I wasn't able to save for February, I wouldn't even color it. I'll just skip to go on to the next. I just color as I build up the blocks. And that goes for this page as well. We have Christmas and gifts and holidays. And what I'll do is, if I was able to save, I will color it in. If I was not able to save, I would not color it in. So this is how the sinking funds visuals is going to go. And then once I get to the top, I'll write down what I was able to save at the top. Okay. So we do have our yearly overview, yearly spending overview. And as you can see, we're already in January. So I am filling out what has been going on. So these are going to be my expense categories this year. I am taking off school once school is over. We have rent, utilities, insurance, monthly subscriptions, yearly subscriptions, debt. And then we have gas, household, food out, me, daughter, son, miscellaneous, and savings deposited. And you know what? I need to add one more here. And that's tithing, because I do tithe as well. So I am going to go ahead and put that down here. And we do tithe. So I am going to be filling this in each month and to keep a total expense and a balance of what I have been doing throughout the year of 2024. You guys, this book is so heavy, and one of my stickers fell out of the month. I don't know which month it was, but I'll have to put these back. I think it's November. Let me go ahead and put that back in November, because I already have all my stickers that I want to use for each month already in that month. I like to keep organized like that. Okay. So this would be for the year of 2024. Yeah, them upstairs neighbors is something else. I tell you. Man. I know y'all hear all that. They act like we do not live downstairs from them. Okay, so we do have our yearly balance overview. And the categories that I'm going to be focusing on this year is the emergency savings balance and the debt balance and my net worth. But I am going to keep track of the emergency fund. I'm not for sure how much money, like I said, so I'm going to leave this blank. But I am going to keep track of if I'm saving or not. And the other... So as far as this one, this is going to be the debt side. And like I said, I'm not for sure how much money, how much debt I want to pay off. As I go, I'll just fill in the balance. So, example, January starts off the first box. So I'll write down the balance of January at the end of January and keep on writing in the balance. And this is going to be for 2024. I do not have my highlighters yet, so I can't highlight my budget category organizer until I get my new highlighters. And I am going to have new colors for the categories. So these are my budget categories, and this is the organizer that came within the budget book. And these are going to be my categories. So I just told you guys, rent, utilities, rent, any rent payments. Utilities consist of my internet, YouTube TV, my phone bill, and the light bill. The insurance consists of my car insurance, my phone insurance, my life insurance, my renter's insurance, and iPad insurance. Yes, everything is insured. Okay, so monthly subscriptions consist of Apple Storage, Pandora, OnStore, Greenlight, Netflix, Water, Google Storage, and I do need to add Disney Plus. When I did print this out, I didn't have Disney Plus, so now we do, and I can't forget Disney Plus here. Is a monthly subscription. Yearly subscription consists of the 3 car tags that we have to pay, the roadside assistance, Ring Alarm, Sam's Club, the car insurance, and the renter's insurance. Debt consists of the Equinox, the Ford, the Discover credit card, Target credit card, Best Buy credit card, and Klarna. That is considered debt. Sinking funds is not a category, but these are my sinking funds I would like to keep track of. Car wash, car accessories, that just self-explains it. Anything the car needs as far as a wash or an accessory go, that's that category. Gas is gas for the week or any other place I go, or if I need to contribute to gas, that would be that, gas for the car. Household, anything the house need, like cleaning sprays, laundry detergent, the living room needs something, the bathroom, my office, is considered household. Food out is any food and drinks outside the house. Starbucks, McDonald's, my favorite thing to do is food out. But I need to be careful because I heard they meat be grounded up and everything. So I gotta be careful where I eat. But food out consists of anything that we do not cook in the house. Me is a category, anything I need. Clothes, shoes, socks, personal things. Anything that I need budgeted wise, that falls under there. Same thing goes with daughter and son. Anything that they need, shoes, socks, clothes. My daughter need her hair done. Whatever they need, that will consist of them, including school activities and everything. Yeah, it's taking me so much not to just like get my broomstick and hit the bottom of their floor with it, because they make so much noise. It's not even funny. Like, it's taking everything in me not to say nothing to these people upstairs. And they know we live down here. They know it, and they not even consider it at all. And that's why I think that something probably wrong with them mentally, you know. But anyways, miscellaneous is any expenses that is not categorized, like a spontaneous movement, date night, anything I did not budget for, that will go in miscellaneous. School, anything school related, parking, books, etc. These are not these are not budgeted categories, but these are notes that I would like to keep. Oh yeah, and then tithing is a category as well. These are just notes for me to keep when I am using the budget category organizer. So this is it for that page. And I do not have any medical bills, but I am keeping track of Allie interest. Allie do pay interest on the savings account. So I am going to be keeping track of how much they give me throughout the year and add it up. And I'm not... And I'm not going to spend any of this money. I want to see how much occurs throughout the whole year. And this is my little cue to stop right here at this page because everything else is private. So this is how the year is looking like as far as us just setting up this book. This is it right here. So we are going to go ahead and get started with week 1 of January. Okay, so this is my January calendar setup. I don't have my stickers yet. My month stickers, I do have to go get those. And I do have to get my highlighters. So, yeah. This is a look at January and all the bills that we have to pay, plus appointments and things that's happening this year. So, I do have a doctor's appointment on the 8th. My son has a dentist appointment on the 3rd, and spring semester starts on the 22nd. I do have some exercise stickers over here because I would like to exercise once a week at least. Try to do something, get up and get my blood flowing through my veins and things like that. So, like I said, we have to get our stickers, and we're going to go ahead and get that done this week. So, now we're going to be taking off to look at the budget paycheck tracker for the first week of January. Okay, so we are looking at January's paycheck budget tracker. And like I said, this is for week 1. I still budget every week. So this is going to go from January 1st through January 6th. And we are going to go ahead and start with the inflow section. So we do have source number 1. We have source number 2. We have rollover number 1 and rollover number 2. Okay, so the source 1's income, we're budgeting $837. For source 2's inflow, we're budgeting $700. And we did roll over 41 cents. In account 1 and in account 2, we had $21.56. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add up all of our inflow to see what our inflow total is. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Okay, so that gives us an inflow total of $1,558.97. Okay, so the bills that I plan to pay for this week is, I plan to pay rent this week, and that is due on the 1st. I plan to pay YouTube TV, and that's actually due on the 1st as well. I plan to pay my life insurance, and that is due on the 1st as well. I plan to pay OnStar, that's due on the 3rd. I plan to pay The Way, and that is going to be due on the 1st as well. I do plan to pay half of the car notes, and that is due on the 5th. I plan to pay Apple Care. And Apple Care, that's for my iPad. And I plan to pay that on the 3rd. And then I do have Klarna. And Klarna. One of the Klarnas is due on the 3rd, and this one is actually due on the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yes. So this is 9 bills that I plan to pay within the first week of January. So for rent, I am budgeting $120 for rent. YouTube TV, I plan to spend $72.99. Life insurance, I plan to spend $31.31. OnStar, I plan to pay $31.99. The Way, I plan to spend $10. Half of the card note, I plan to spend $160. For Apple Care for my iPad, I plan to spend $3.49. Klarna that is due on the 3rd is $27.25. And Klarna that's due on the 6th is $19.09. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add up the fixed expenses so we can get a total. So that gives us a fixed expense total of $476.12. So I do want to take our $1,558.97. I want to subtract the $476.12. That gives us a leftover of $1,082.85. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to our variable expenses for week 1. So I'm going to write down all the expenses, and then we're going to go ahead and budget them out.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit they really ran through. I'd spend that 500 before I ever trap you. They thought I was gonna fall off, I hate them.
Okay, So we did have a leftover of $1,082.85. Okay, gas this week. I am going to decrease my gas, and we're going to budget $50 this week for gas. Household, I am budgeting $12. Food out, I am budgeting $10.78. For me, I'm not budgeting me nothing this week. Daughter, nothing this week. Son, nothing this week. Miscellaneous, I'm budgeting $38.91. Car wash, I'm not budgeting nothing. We're supposed to be getting rain this weekend in Southern California. And for school, I'm not budgeting school this week. I'm not in school right now until the 22nd. So we are going to go ahead and add up our variable expenses for week 1. Okay, so so that gives us a variable expense total of $111.69. Okay, I know y'all hear the upstairs neighbors too. So we have $1,082.85. We're going to subtract our $111.69. That gives us a leftover of $971.16. So as you all know, we're going to go ahead and just bring that $971.16 over here to our extra savings. So we're going to do rollover number 1 for account 1, and we're going to do rollover number 2 for account 2. So for rollover number 1, when I did my math, I had got $513.69, and when I did number 2, so number 1 I got $513.69, and then for rollover number 2, we're budgeting to roll over $457.47. And that is a savings total of $971.16 with 0 left over. So this is a look at January's Paycheck budget tracker for the first week of January. And like I said, my printer prints single side only. So as far as how my budget book is set up, we are going to be we gotta have our calendar spread. We're gonna have our budget, our paycheck budget trackers, all of them. And then we do have our expense trackers right here. And I did print out extra expense trackers. I don't use the cash envelope, so as you can see, I don't have the cash envelope system with me. We do have the debt payment plan for January, and we have the monthly network tracker. We also have the monthly budget category breakdown. We have the monthly debt savings, monthly savings, and monthly debt breakdown as well. And then we have our monthly comparison sheets. And then we start off again in February. And we keep going. You know, here goes a calendar. Right here for February, I got my stickers, and we're going to be ready for February. And like I said, each month has the stickers already in there. And then we have our paycheck budget trackers, and then we'll have our expense trackers, and so forth and so forth. So that's how the book is set up, and I like the way that I have it set up because it's customized to what I need. And compared to what I don't need, I don't have to have that printed out as well. Okay, so that is it for our paycheck budget tracker. Come back after the 6th, and we're gonna go ahead and write in all the actual numbers and close out week 1 and set up for week 2 of January. You guys, it just go by so fast. Every day goes by extremely fast. So thank you all for joining me today in this 2024 budget. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, you all take care. Bye-bye. Happy New Year's.
You have to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit.